You must have heard the story by now. The adult film star who filmed an intimate scene with fellow adult entertainer Adam 22's wife Lena the Plug has brazenly boasted about being better in bed than his co-star's spouse, while bragging about how much she enjoyed his physical aspects. It's all over the internet, and people are loving the ongoing drama that initially started after the husband allowed his wife to shoot the explicit scene with another adult entertainer. There's no doubt in my mind that Adam 22 is the ultra instinct beta simp. The fact that he granted her permission to do the scene for one, and then he was actually there in person to watch it easily accounts for him being the biggest beta male thus far. Seriously though, the thought of a woman being with another man, whether consensual, literally breaks my heart. How can Adam sit here and say he felt any other type of way? It's honestly so sad how the physical act of love has become corrupted. The fact is that Adam and Lena are basically adult film entertainers. The only people who should give an opinion on this are those with significant others in the adult entertainment industry. The average person should be having other conversations, as this type of thing is not common and should not be a part of our lives. I've always known that when a woman tells you that you can go ahead and sleep with other women, there is always payback. This particular woman will let you rock out, but one day it's going to be her turn. That day will always come. It's insane. Your relationship will never be the same. You need to stop allowing this unhealthy behavior in your relationship. I have no idea how this man can function, knowing other guys are out there satisfying her in ways he can't. Aren't you saying you give those things up for each other when you get married? Young men, take notice. The only true asset you have is your self-respect. No amount of money, fame, or clout can counteract a lack of self-respect. Just look at Adam, Destiny, and Will Smith. Never compromise your self-respect for anything or anyone. What I can't understand is, after all of the adult film stars that get interviewed, talking about how hard it is to have a relationship, find a man to marry them, and the repercussions of their family disowning them, followed by ultimate regret for making all of those poor choices of getting in the industry, that when they finally get lucky enough to find a man and get married, they turn around and completely destroy it. Does she honestly think that after sleeping with that big D black man, her husband will ever look at her in the same way? No, of course not. And she will start to notice the changes here before too long. When he starts putting more attention to other women instead of her, he starts to readily agree to let her sleep with whoever she wants, because he simply doesn't feel the same about her anymore. She will start to realize that she pushed the ball off of the top of the mountain, and it's going to pick up speed heading down to the bottom. She has no idea what she has done yet, and if she decides to take a defensive stance, he said it was okay. She should also remember that he said before that he did not want her sleeping with other men if he was going to be married to her. Does she really think that his stance changed on that? Or was he feeling pressured into allowing it, even though he didn't want to? Realistically, after knowing his stance on her sleeping with other men, she should have never brought it up, because the consequence could be that she started the beginning of the end. This is not just about jealousy and losing access to someone, but also about humiliation. The entire world will now see his wife being intimate with a stranger. Not just any stranger, but stereotypically someone with a BBC, which pushes the whole situation into an area of stark ridicule. Many people are likely laughing at him already. It's only a matter of time until reality hits him hard, and he realizes what kind of beta man he has become. Instinctively, men also have this understanding that when another man sleeps with his wife, he in some way gains a bond with her and becomes part of her, and that's destructive for a marriage. Moreover, she will certainly not stop now. Behind closed doors, she is likely already continuing, as she wants to express herself and he has allowed her to do so. Perhaps we will soon see more videos of her with other men, and then there will be some kind of amusing, at least for us, drama between the two of them, including meltdowns and intense crying. I am looking forward to it. The funniest thing and most beta thing Adam has done with letting his woman smash other people is that when he says it on the podcast and when he announces it proudly, he's doing it because he thinks the boys will think it's cool and that he's the man for doing it, and the reactions are the complete opposite. It's amusing. His relationship just ended right there if it didn't already. It's so funny that he thought this was cool. What's even worse for Adam 22 is he actually had to pay that guy to do his wife. Like, I remember seeing an interview with the guy that effed his wife on Of, and him saying how he absolutely hated when married men approached him and propositioned him with effing their wives as if that was the prize alone, and that he expected to be paid on top of banging their wives because he had to pay rent, bills and put food on the table. I kid you not, that dude who said that or along those lines, I guess he gets propositioned a lot. Regardless, it's a pretty crazy world we live in. He's trying to agree with the naysayers publicly in an attempt to save face to nullify any additional dissent, but the reality is that this is disturbing to him, and it's something he has opened the door to. So his relationship is effectively over. He just hasn't figured that out yet because trying to get his wife to stop this behavior, due to the money and excitement that she is getting and feeling, will not happen. It's just not normal human behavior and emotion not to feel anything for your loved one when she does something this deceitful. That feeling he had in his stomach was shame, regret, and disgust. But he is in so much denial that he wants to refer to it as something else. That's why he had Destiny there, so he can hold his hand and help him cope with the pain. Also, if he is so proud and or happy about it, why is he involving lawyers and getting so hurt over memes? He did this to himself. I don't feel that people should be sleeping with people that they're not married to in general, but it is possible for a man to be physically intimate with a woman and not have any emotional connection whatsoever. When a woman sleeps with a person, there is going to be some sort of connection. His wife knew this, that's why she kept giving him outs. He has opened the Pandora's box. I know plenty of people who have done this type of thing. None stayed together long term after that. But the fact is that he sold out his own wife, but it will eventually eat away at him. Ultimately, he'll probably eventually leave her. The only issue is, she met a Tyrone that may never take her seriously as who she has now ruined her marriage with. Women have set the social conditions that naturally create males like him. Just domesticated and pliable enough. How can he be blamed? But to ignore her, that look of sheer joy on her face, the smile so taut it almost turned her face inside out, the shaping of the voice in cooing wonder and anticipation. But the piece de resistance, the cherry on the pie, was the gleam of triumph and lust in her eye when her black stallion strolled in. So much talking. The real signs, the old and true ways of seeing into the soul cannot be hidden. The feminine darkness is there for all to see. She knew what she was doing. She probably badgered him for months. He has the mind of a boy, so how could he resist? You wanted this, ladies? Only you can fix it. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.